I'm Jo and welcome to today's video. Today I have book tag. Now this is the I am the reader tag, and this was created by Penguin Random House to promote The Reader by Traci Chee, and I found out about it by passage of time on BookTube. Okay, so let's get into this. If you see me looking down, that's because that's where I have the questions on my screen. So, number one, choose one word that describes being a reader. I think curious would be a good one for this, because I think being a reader often means you have a deep desire to explore and to learn and just to understand, really, and whether that's from stories, characters, just getting different perspectives, that kind of thing, to help you understand yourself better as well. Being a reader, I think, is being curious as well about your own personal journey. Okay, so getting to know yourself better and how you feel about things, and I think you can find that out through characters in books as well, especially the morally grey characters, and obviously some arguments. It can reinforce how you feel about them or whatever, or maybe even change your mind about stuff. So yeah, curious, I'll go for that one. Number two, what is the first book you fell in love with? Oh, now that is hard. That is hard. I think I started getting like really into books sort of after the age of 10, if you like. So that's kind of like ballpark age, pre-teen kind of area. That was when I started to get like really into reading. I used to collect the Garfield books. I had all of them. It's like a huge amount of paperbacks, which unfortunately I don't have any of them anymore, because I left them all in England when I moved out here to Italy. But I had loads of them, and I would spend like all my pocket money on them. I was a bit obsessed with Garfield, spirit animal. But also Judy Blume. Judy Blume was a huge part of me learning to love to read as well, because I think it was at a turning point where it's like you're forced to read stuff for school, and so it kind of translates as being something boring. And I discovered Judy Blume through friends, and I was like, oh, actually, this is pretty awesome. Like, are you God? Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. It's just like, oh wow, like this book understands, and so her books definitely, even like Super Fudge, and I think pretty much anything by Judy Blume definitely had a huge part in my falling in love with reading in general. But to pinpoint one book would just be so hard. So hard. Also, the Valley High books, Sweet Valley High books, I was obsessed by them as well. Hugely obsessed by them. And also the Choose Your Own Adventure books. They were awesome. I hope they still do those, because they were just like, you could read the same book so many times over. They were really good. They were the sort of books, these ones here, that sort of, they made me realize how fun reading could be, and how it could open you up to different feelings and things, and the fact of not feeling alone, with the feelings that you have at the time. So I mean, that's pre-teen me. So but I think definitely that Judy Blume definitely got me through a lot. Number three, hardback or paperback, ebook or audio. Okay, again tough. Between hardback and paperback, it depends. Okay, because if it's to go on the bookshelf and look pretty and stay looking pretty for a long time, then hardback is the way to go. If it's for practical, feeling more comfortable whilst reading, then I would pick paperback. Also because it's lighter and so therefore easier to like take around. Between ebook and audiobook, ebook definitely for me. I've tried the audiobooks. I'm struggling. I do keep trying again. I have done some which were quite good. I think a lot depends on the narrator and how it's done. But it doesn't come naturally for me yet, because I like creating the whole thing in my head. And so it's another reason why I like to read the book before I watch like a film version or the TV series or whatever of it, because I like to create it in my head. I don't like having someone else sort of put that in there, because it kind of like forces the story for me a little bit. And so yeah, anyway, ebook, as a preference, like overall, ebook is my preference, is what I read most, I think. Just because I have the Kindle app on my phone and it's just so easy. So like if I'm at doctor's appointments or whatever where I have a lot of waiting around, and if I'm not feeling too bad, I can sit and I can read through that. Again, if I'm like in hospital, happens a lot, unfortunately. It's practical and I don't have to carry a load of stuff. It's in my phone. So as long as my phone is charged, I'm good to go. So yeah, ebook wins that one anyway for me. Where are we at? Number 4. How has reading shaped your identity? Quite hard-hitting questions, aren't they? Let's see. I don't know. I mean, for those of you that don't know, I'm an author and illustrator myself. So books are kind of like a huge part of my identity. It's a lot of people will connect them to me because of that. So yeah, I don't know really. I definitely think that reading can, it's a part of you, isn't it? So it's kind of part of your identity anyway. It does build your identity a bit, because you, like I was saying before, the fact that you can learn a lot about yourself through reading through the stories for the characters. You can get a clearer view of who you are and what your identity is, I think, through reading. So I don't know, is that a good answer? Let's move on. Number 5. What book do you read when you need to be comforted? Honestly, I don't generally reread books. It would be very rare for me to reread a book, so I don't have a comfort read. Comfort read for me is whatever suits my mood at the time. So it could be like a rom-com, just like really simple, light-hearted stuff if I need a kind of pick-me-up in that sense. I love thriller books, suspense, murder mystery. I love all that kind of stuff. So it just, I mean, any book can bring me comfort if it's the right time for reading it. So yeah, I don't have comfort reads, so I don't have books that I reread. Let's see, number 6. Who taught you how to be a reader? Again, that's a very tough one to answer. I don't know. I mean, in my family growing up, my grandma, she would do a lot of reading. She taught English and stuff, so she would teach English and stuff, so she would always be reading books. My parents also used to read quite often. I don't know, school as well. We did quite a lot of reading at school. And I had some good teachers who did interesting book discussions, and that definitely helped as well. Number 7, describe your dream reading lounge. Okay, I have actually thought about this a lot. dream reading lounge is just something that I will constantly be pinning ideas for on Pinterest, hoping that one day I will have a house where I will have a dream reading lounge. So I don't know. I mean, it definitely, I think soft lighting. I wouldn't want like harsh lighting. So soft lighting, very cozy kind of atmosphere. A comfy, cozy like sofa or one of those like huge armchairs that you can just sort of like sink into and get really comfy in. That would definitely be a must. Obviously floor to ceiling shelving with, you know, the ladder that you ride on, so I can have my Belle from Beauty and the Beast moment in the bookstore kind of vibe going on. I don't, obviously if it's like winter time, then I would need comfy, really soft blankets and stuff, you know, to like pull up over me, and a nice warm cup of tea there nearby. If it's summer, then air conditioner. Can we just take a moment to say thank you to the creator of air conditioners, because it's the only way I'm surviving summer. So yeah, air conditioner for summer, definitely, so that I can be fresh inside with all my books. And yeah, I think that would do. I mean, if it's going to be a dream reading lounge, then, you know, maybe I'd have like other readers go stop by and we could do like a book club. And I'd have authors that would just be like, hey, I heard your reading lounge is so awesome. We wanted to stop by and give you some more books. You know, it's a dream reading lounge. So, you know, we'll work with that. Number 8. What book changed the way you act or see the world? Again, a really hard one. Oh, there's so many that actually like really made me think. I think essentially one of the most powerful ones that I think I read sort of younger was The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank. That definitely had like a huge impact on me. Just like in general, and also I remember because at the time I was also studying the wars in my history lessons and stuff, and it just reading her diary just made all of the stuff that I was learning like in the history lesson, it just made it all that more real and sort of personal. So yeah, I'm gonna go for her. I'm gonna go for her and her book. And I think because that book, it just has like a huge impact on like even now with all the wars, the world sucks. Come on, let's be honest. The whole situation just, and it's not just now because it's been going on for like years, just in different places. And a lot of the time, like people don't sort of acknowledge it because it's not directly affecting them. And so, yeah, I think, yeah, her book is a book that I think everyone should read. I think it would maybe make people stop and think more if more people read that book and sort of think about, you know, the poor innocent people that are getting caught up in all these wars and things, and, you know, what it's like to live through that and stuff. I don't know. I think that it's a book everyone should read, definitely. So there we go. That was the last question. I am gonna have a think about some people to tag for this one, and I will link them up down below. If I don't tag you and you would like to do this tag, then feel free to consider yourself tagged by me. Yes, let me know when you've done the tag and I will check out your answers too. So anyway, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video and thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.